Let's look at the different reasons that William Craig advanced for thinking that science somehow is an aid, or is aided by religion. First, he says that religion furnishes the conceptual framework in which science can flourish. That science, in order to get started, has to assume that the universe is orderly, that logic will work, and that our minds are cognitively in tune with the universe. Now, I don't think science has to assume that these things are true in order to get started. It could simply adopt as a working hypothesis that there are causal laws to be discovered and the universe is orderly. Moreover, it has quite a bit of good empirical evidence from our common sense experiences that there is widespread regularity in the world. Furthermore, it's possible that religion would give rise to science and that science would wind up giving a view of the world that would challenge the religious view. And that's going to be the substance of my 10-minute remarks, so I won't go into it here. It's something like Bertrand Russell's remark: common sense gives rise to science, but science, if true, refutes common sense, because it depicts a world that challenges the common sense view of things as having, objective sensory qualities. Let's move on now. I think it's completely gratuitous for Craig to say that the Big Bang Theory shows that there's a creation ex nihilo. All it shows is that there's some point in the past beyond which we cannot extrapolate. So it's unknowable to us. But there's nothing in the expanding universe theory that would support a doctrine of creation ex nihilo. That's simply something that has been added on to a scientific theory. I won't comment on the measurement problem in quantum mechanics because I don't have sufficient technical knowledge. I'll leave it to you, Quentin, to do it. I'm not up to the task. So, whereof one is ignorant, thereof one should be silent. Now, the claim is that religion can help to adjudicate rival claims in science, like the opposition between a Lorentzian and Einsteinian version of relativity theory. I don't think any scientist would think that appeal to a temporal God who endures in time in any way would help to solve the issue in favor of the Lorentzian view. The reason is it's not in principle determinable by empirical means what this objective now is. And science wants to not allow its ontology, what it takes to be real, to outstrip what in principle is verifiable. So it might settle the matter from the standpoint of a theologian, but certainly not someone committed to the scientific method of inquiry. Well, these are just a few quick remarks, and
Quentin Smith is next.
That's only the first.
think quickly about the fine-tuning argument, about the four natural constants. We know human life, complex forms, has evolved, and to do so, you needed just the right fine-tuning of the universe. And supposedly that requires an intelligent designer. But isn't that rather conceited on our part, to think there's something so wonderful about us that that would be the purpose of creation? Whatever evolves is highly improbable. It's like whoever wins the lottery, it was highly improbable they would win. And you could say, in order for this to evolve, this highly improbable state of affairs, you had to have this proper combination of the right instantial conditions and laws and so on. So I don't see why the fact that this human life, and it requires fine-tuning, should be any evidence for the existence of an intelligent designer.